Babar Azam is a name synonymous with elegance and stroke play. He is a modern-day great. His cover drives are things of beauty. Fans around the world adore him. His journey to the top has been remarkable, but recently the Pakistan captain has been battling a dip in form, particularly in the ODI format. Babar's struggles became more prominent as Pakistan geared up to defend their Champions Trophy title. As a leading batsman and captain, the expectations on his shoulders were immense. The cricketing world waited to see if he could regain his form on the big stage. The weight of a nation's hopes rested on him. His recent scores, however, painted a worrying picture. The once prolific run scorer seemed to have lost his Midas touch. The familiar fluency was missing. Even his trademark cover drive lacked its usual elegance. The cricketing fraternity, used to seeing Babar accumulate runs effortlessly, was left puzzled. Was it a temporary slump or a sign of things to come? The questions lingered as Babar strived to rediscover his mojo. The stage was set for a compelling narrative of a champion's struggle. Numbers often tell a story that words cannot. In Babar's case, the statistics revealed the extent of his slump. His ODI scores since late 2024 made for grim reading. His last century in the format came in November 2024. He went through a string of matches without reaching the three-figure mark. His scores hovered in the 20s and 30s, a far cry from his lofty standards. In his last 10 ODI innings, he only managed 350s, with a highest score of 73. These numbers were a cause for concern, especially with the all-important Champions Trophy on the horizon. The lack of big scores hurt Pakistan. It put extra pressure on the other batsmen. The team needed their captain to lead from the front. The dip in form was evident in the recent tri-series against New Zealand and South Africa. Babar could only manage 62 runs in 3 matches at an average of 20.67. The lack of runs affected his confidence. The pressure continued to mount. Leading a cricket team, especially one as passionate as Pakistan, is no walk in the park. The captaincy brings with it a different level of scrutiny and pressure. For Babar, the burden of captaincy seemed to have added to his woes. The Champions Trophy, being a high-stakes tournament, amplified the pressure. Defending the title was always going to be a challenge. The added responsibility of captaincy made it even more daunting. Babar's own form added another layer of complexity. The captain had to find a way to compartmentalize. He needed to separate his individual performance from his leadership responsibilities. It was a delicate balancing act. The team needed him to fire on all cylinders. The Champions Trophy, with its history and legacy, had a way of testing even the best in the business. For Babar, it became a test of character and resilience. The cricketing world watched with bated breath to see how he would respond. Section 4. A Tale of Two Formats, T20. Success and ODI Struggles. Babar's form in T20 is during 2024 presented a stark contrast to his ODI struggles. He was a force to be reckoned with in the shortest format, amassing 738 runs in 24 matches with 650s. His exploits earned him a place in the ICC Men's T21 Team of the Year. This contrasting form added another layer to the narrative. How could a batsman be so prolific in one format and struggle in another? Was it a technical issue or a mental block? The questions refused to die down. Some experts argued that his T20 approach was affecting his ODI game. Others felt it was just a matter of time before he rediscovered his touch in the 50-over format. Whatever the reason, the discrepancy in form remained a talking point. Babar's challenge was to replicate his T21 success in ODIs. He needed to find a way to adapt his game to the demands of the longer format. The Champions Trophy provided him with the perfect platform to prove his mettle. Section 5. The Weight of Expectations, Fan Reactions and Public Scrutiny. Cricket is more than just a sport in the subcontinent, it's an emotion. Players often find themselves at the receiving end of intense scrutiny and pressure from passionate fans. Babar Azam, despite his stature, was no exception. As his slump continued, fan reactions grew stronger. Social media was abuzz with opinions and criticism. Some fans expressed their disappointment, while others offered words of support. The pressure from the stands was palpable. A video circulating online showed fans criticizing Babar after a poor performance in a T20 against Australia in November 2024. While a similar incident was falsely attributed to the recent India vs Pakistan Champions Trophy match, the November incident revealed the growing frustration among fans. The scrutiny was understandable. Fans invest a lot emotionally in their favorite players. They want their heroes to succeed. Babar's challenge was to block out the noise and focus on his game. He needed to find a way to use the pressure as motivation to perform. His legacy as a cricketing great depended on it.